put up on a daily. I'm in the wild, wild, wild west. I'm in the trenches, nigga. Be safe, boy, God bless. You in the trenches, nigga. Watch your back, watch your mouth, watch your style. Niggas crazy. Niggas hot, man, hop out. I'm from the land where they drillin'. Come by yourself, then you slippin'. You think I lost it, you trippin'. Just like your faucet, I'm drippin'. I'm from the home of the wire. Watch what I say, never know who got wire. Tell you the truth, I can't deal with no liar. Tell the fuck boy, he can't be my supplier. My shit is go dumb like a mosh pit. Come to your hood and we start shit. Call of Duty, I feel like a target. My hitters, they seek and destroy. I'm on a mission, I gotta deploy. Fuck being happy, money bring me joy. You call them weapons and we call them toys. I call my soldiers and you call them boys. I'm in the wild, wild, wild west. I'm in the trenches, nigga. Be safe, boy, God bless. You in the trenches, nigga. Watch your back.
And place them both in mind. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are we live? Are we live? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Welcome back to the number one show in the land, the number one show out there, the number one show that's gonna give it to you how you need it. Welcome back to I Can't See That, Say That Productions presents Irresponsibly Correct, and I'm your Irresponsibly Correct host, Tonyo. And here, Irresponsibly Correct, we talk about any and everything. We talk about them topics that everybody don't want to talk about, and if you talk about it, you talk about it in your confidence or confidentiality of your home, and you really don't want to talk about it out loud because we live in a sensitive time and you really can't say too much. But here at Irresponsibly Correct, we going to talk about that. Best believe that. But before we get started, you already know we got to give the glory, the grace, the gratitude, everything, the love to God, to the energy, the universe, Buddha, Jehovah, however you want to identify the entity. However you want to identify the energy, let's go ahead and get a love to that, because without it, none of this would be possible. None of this be possible. And I gotta give a shout out to my friends and family. My friends. Thank you so much for pushing me every day. Thank you so much for being in my corner, giving me some words of encouragement and get me up and get me going. And my family, the one I was blessing to. Thank you so much, man. We gotta do better, get better, be better. You already know we are better. We are each other. We love each other. We just be there for each other, and let's grow and let's be stronger. We got generations behind us that depend on us, so let's go ahead and get at. And the family that I'm creating and manifesting, trust and believe, man, I'm doing everything I can do to make sure that your life is much more easier and that the love is there. I'm loving myself to love you guys. You guys is not here yet, but hey, I'm putting in the work before we even get here. Trust me, believe daddy is working. Oh, believe that. And I can't get started without giving my love out to my brother, man. Derek, Shredder, you already know, bro. Everything I do is dedicated to you. And as long as I'm alive, your name will always be alive. And even as I'm long gone, man, our name's still gonna pop. Our name's still gonna pop. It's about our legacy, bro. But you know how we get this. You know how we do this. Go ahead and get your wine, get your liquor, get your blunt roll up, and let's get into some interesting conversation, and let's get into this. First off, I gotta take a shot to myself. Happy birthday to myself this past July 16th. On July, I turned 30. So if you can give me a little shot, yeah, for the birthday boy, yeah. They say the dirty 30. I don't know why they call it dirty 30. I'm trying to stay clean, if you know what I mean. I don't understand why they talk about the dirty 30, but we'll get back to my birthday and all that shit right there. But one thing I want to take about being 30 is naps are necessary. And they may go longer than you can be expected. Today before the show, right now it is 12:30 in the motherfucking morning. I planned on doing this show at 10 o'clock. I laid down at 6 o'clock. said I'm gonna get an hour nap, get my mind together, get everything together. I woke up at 3. 3 hours later. So if you turn to 30, one advice I'm gonna give you is get your rest. Get your rest. Just believe that you need that. Go ahead and get your rest. Get your goddamn rest. But in the spirits of getting older and getting wiser, I would like to say. They're saying you're getting old. No, I'm not getting old. I'm getting wise. But in the spirit of getting wise, I want to add a segment to the show. It's permanently going to be there. And I like to call it life hacks. And basically, life hacks are tips to help you succeed in life. Small little gems that you can take for everyday life that can help you get through day-to-day life, that can put your life to another level. So that's another segment that, I can't say that Irresponsibly Correct is going to add. It's called Life Hacks. And this life hack is a life hack that I deem to be very successful, very helpful, and I really think you should try it out. So today's life hack is spend your first 20 minutes of your day wisely. It set the stage or the energy of your day. You should meditate on your intentions, practice gratitude, and visualize what you wish to unfold. Spend your first 20 minutes very wisely. If you got kids, you might want to get up an hour before they get up. If you got to go to work, you might want to get up 20, 30 minutes before you got to go. But when you first get up, don't pick your phone up. Don't hop on Facebook. Don't hop on Instagram. Don't check your balance. Don't check your emails. Don't do none of that. Just sit there and be thankful. Practice gratitude. We always talk about what we don't got, what we don't have, but we need to sit back and understand and be grateful for what we do have. Be thankful for what you do have too, so when you do get what you need, you can be thankful for that too and get more and more and more. Meditate on your intentions. What do you want to do? What do you want to get done? Who you want to be? Think about that in the first 20 minutes. And visualize what you wish to unfold. Visualize how you want your day to go. Think about how you want your day to go. You're going to work. You want your boss to shut up. Think about that your boss leaving me the fuck alone today. You want them kids to be good. Just visualize in the first 20 days that the kids not getting on your nerves. That you're having a wonderful day no matter what happened. And watch how your life is. Watch how your life change. So the first 20 minutes of your day, sit back, relax, meditate, visualize on having a wonderful day, and visualize what you want to do. So that's the first segment of life hacks right there. Your first 20 minutes. I think this can be very useful. This can be very helpful for many people. It's been helpful for me. So these life hacks that I am giving to you guys, I'm applying to my life too. So I ain't just out here just talking and just say, oh, do these life hacks, and I ain't doing it either. Trust me, that works. I can give a quick little example real quick. One day I had woke up, right? And this is back when I was living with my peoples, you feel what I'm saying? All my sisters and shit. And I had just heard about this life hack right here. So, you know what I'm saying? I tried to apply it. So one morning, it's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was about to wake up, but I was woken up with arguments. Loud arguments, yelling and screaming back and forth early in the morning. And that set my spirit for the whole day. Being very irritated and very argumentative through the whole day. You feel me saying? But other days where I woke up and I visualized me having a good day and me doing this and doing that, my day went very, very, very smooth. So take that life hack. You feel me saying? Actually take it serious. Wake up a little bit more early. I know we like to hit that snooze button. We don't want to get up. We don't want to do none of that stuff like that. But if you want change and you want to do better in your life, you would definitely do this. Because it can help and change your life. It helped me change my life. But like I said, I just turned 30, and approaching 30, I've been really focused on my legacy. Putting my print on the world. Putting my mark to the world. Letting the world know that, you know, I was here. Give my contribution to making the world a better place. I know that's cliche and everybody say, oh, this, that, and the third, but that's really why we're here and experiencing this world, is learning who we are, creating who we are, and leaving a mark on this world to change this world. If you're not doing that, you know what I'm saying, why you're not really living. And it don't gotta be grand, be a celebrity, this and that. You can have it with your family. You can make a difference just in your family, and that can be a major legacy. He or she was a major family person. You feel me saying? And that could be your legacy. But it seems like whatever you focus on, shit start to pop up and come to you and shit like that. So, you know, I'm on Facebook, and I had seen this one post that kind of like, you know, kind of set me back a little bit. And it was this young lady, and she said that your kids are not your legacy. Your kids are not your legacy. They have their own life, and they have their own dreams, and your legacy is what you do with your life. So I wonder how people feel about that. How you feel about that? That your kids are not your legacy. Because, you know, I'm working on not just going off and reacting. I'm learning about understanding where people are coming from and understanding the situation before I react and say what I got to say. So the first thing I did was look up the word legacy. So let me understand the true meaning of legacy, because the legacy that I know, I can't really agree with this. You feel me saying? So when I looked up the word legacy in the dictionary, the word legacy means an amount of money or property left to somebody in the will. So by, you know, Webster's dictionary, she's kind of technically right. But I couldn't just leave it there. I know legacy got, you know, more than one definition. So I typed in a person's legacy. What the hell that is? I'm saying the definition of a person's legacy. And the person's legacy is basically the mark someone leaves when they die. Ultimately, the life story of a person. So to dispute what this young lady has said, first I'm saying is, I can't stand the internet sometimes, y'all. Just like anybody can just spurt out anything and saying anything. I understand the point in which she was trying to make. You feel me saying? Like, you can't put what you want to do on your kids. I think that's what she was trying to say. You feel me saying? But, or you know, whatever your kids do, you can't push your kids hard. You know what I'm saying? Too hard so they can be something so you'll look better. If she's saying that, I can sort of kind of understand where she's getting at. But to say that your kids is not your legacy at all, I'm like, yeah. If we talking about our life story, our kids are in our life story, and who else can, once we're gone, tell our life story better than the people who we created? That's who I want telling my story. My mom and my daddy, my sisters, whoever I'm with, and my kids. My family, my friends, close friends. I can tell my story. But I think kids is most definitely part of our legacy. They are who they are, part of us, of who we are, our beliefs. They are a representation or reflection of what we believe and how we move. To a certain extent. Either or. They can go one way because you went the other way. It's still a reflection of you, of what it was. Shit, my father was not my father, but I'm just saying an example. Somebody's father could have been on drugs and push you to never be on drugs. Who you are do reflect who your kids is one way or the other. And I don't have any children right now, but when I do have a kid. Not biological. But I do have a kid. It was in this young man's life since he was about 10 months. He's about to turn 8. That's my kid. But I don't have a biological kid. You feel what I'm saying? So with the kid that I have that's not biological, with the children that I don't have, I'm still trying to set some shit up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still want to be somebody so when they grow up and they look back at their father and they can be proud of their father. I can be proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I can leave a legacy, an imprint in them to carry on what I have and whatever endeavors how they want to carry it. However form they want to express what I left, I'm okay with that. But I want to give them something to express. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely do believe, for sure, our kids is our legacy. It's what we leave behind. It's an imprint. Sometimes it can reflect good. Sometimes it can reflect bad. But what you do on this time, do affect on your kids in a good way or a bad way. In a good way or a bad way. You know what I'm saying? I seen this other story dealing with kids. It was with the baby. You feel me saying? He was on his bus or whatever, and I guess these kids was like selling candy and shit. You feel me saying? So when I saw him selling candy, you feel me saying, he had a stack of money right there in his hand, first and foremost. Long story short, the kids basically tried to hustle him out the money, but like, each candy bar is like $2. To buy the whole box is like $200. I'm a rapper. I ain't dumb. I ain't a rapper. I ain't dumb. So he like count that up. That don't even make sense. How much candy is in the box? 30 something, 40 something. Times 2. That's not even $100. It's not even $100. He was like, all right, I'll buy one piece of candy for each one of you. You already know shit being recorded and all that shit. He already got a stack of money. I don't think he gonna pull a stack of money out just to buy $2 worth of candy. And he got a lot of flack. Another reason, like I said, I cannot stand the internet. Everybody got something to say and they just throw their opinion out there and I don't even think about their opinion and look at the situation. I mean, I'm throwing my opinion out there, but at least I dissect the damn situation and see what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has something to say, like, oh, he's a rapper. He should have gave those kids the money. He should have did that in the third, this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. First and foremost, these kids nowadays are soft. Everything is instant gratification. Everything is handed to them. There's really no work put into it. There's no effort put into it. Everything is just whatever it is. These kids is motherfucking soft. Then we baby these kids. Especially the boys. They was 2 little boys. You know what I'm saying? Young men. God being the age, they was out there between the ages of, you know what I'm saying, probably 11 and 13. Baby our fucking boys. Baby the kids. Just hand them everything. Here you go. Go do this, go do that. There you go. Just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I think this was a life lesson. Hopefully, lesson learned. Have honor what you're doing. Be truthful. Don't try to get over. Just because somebody got something, don't look for a handout. Do shit the right way the first time. That's what my father was telling me. Yo, do shit the shit right the first time. I'm saying you ain't gotta look back or go back and do something wrong. I'm pretty sure. A lot sure. If I ain't mistaken, he even said his damn self. But I'm pretty sure them niggas would have came straight with him. Just on some, we buying some candy, this ain't the third. Bitches $1 each. I'm pretty sure that nigga would have said, yo, how much is in that bitch? How much ain't there? All right, $1 each. Boom. Buy the whole bag, box, and leave a tip. Just for being young black niggas out there hustling, getting how they gotta do. I'm pretty sure. But you try to lie and get over. Nah, here you go. Let me get one piece of candy. Now you look dumb. Now you look stupid. Now you. I'm saying, here you go. I don't think he did nothing wrong. I think he did it right. I think he did the situation just right, like just right. Come correct next time, young men. Come correct next time. Even talking like this, I feel like a straight old head. Like I said, since I've been turning 30, I mean, you're going to hear that a lot. I've been saying that a lot. Since I've been turning 30, I feel like an old head. And that's because I am an old head. Like I said, my birthday was on July 16th. And on July 16th, a movie came out. A remake. Another remake. Some shows ago, way back early this year, I was talking about Coming to America 2. And I really enjoyed Coming to America 2. It was a wonderful movie, you know what I'm saying? And on my birthday, another movie came out. Space Jam 2, starring LeBron James. And when I first heard the movie, I still was in my, old school mindset of leave shit alone, don't do shit, don't do nothing, this and third. But when the movie came out here, everybody talking about it, the internet brainwashes everybody, so everybody talking about it. You gotta go see what's going on, gotta see what the movie is. So I went and watched, before I watched Space Jam 2, I watched Space Jam 1. You feel what I'm saying? Just to, get the feel again, watch the classic again. I fell asleep. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Space Jam 1, now looking at it as an adult, was boring as shit. That shit was boring as shit. Fell asleep. Then I woke up like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, all right, let me put the movie on. So I put on Space Jam 2, put the movie on, watch the movie on. And that movie was motherfucking great. I'm not gonna lie to you. That movie was motherfucking awesome. And me watching and listening to everybody, seeing a lot of comments like, oh, the movie was good, but LeBron acting was whack, this ain't the third. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That nigga did what he had to do, yo. LeBron did a wonderful job. That whole movie was great. Space Jam 2 is better than Space Jam 1, if you ask me. I said it, number 2 was better than 1. With the acting, of course the graphics gonna be better, but just the plot line and how everything was, that shit was motherfucking great. But before I go in with LeBron and all that shit, I'm gonna say this. Watching that motherfucking movie had me motherfucking thinking. Cause sometimes when you're waking up and shit, you gotta see certain things in a movie. And when that motherfucking man was like, yeah, when your phone's on, if it got a microphone, I can hear you. If it got a camera, I can see you. I'm like, shit, that shit for real. Cause they be telling on themselves. I'm like, damn, yo, all my devices be listening to me. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. But back to LeBron. I'm gonna say this. I was a LeBron hater. Basketball overall, LeBron, especially growing up, I was on the other side of LeBron. I've now become a LeBron fan. And I'm not just talking about basketball. LeBron is very talented. You feel what I'm saying? He's very talented. You feel what I'm saying? I think he's a second coming of Magic Johnson that can score better. But better, do a lot of shit better. But 6'8" and really, he's really a point guard to me. And LeBron James is a fucking great player. He's not Michael Jordan. He's a great player. He's not Kobe Bryant. He's a great player. I don't think it's just one great player in basketball. There's a lot of great players, and he's up there. He should be on Mount Rushmore of basketball. So outside of basketball, I'm not really the most basketball fan, but I'm just saying, as a person, LeBron James is really the epitome of what a black man thrives to be. At first, it was, Master P. I think all LeBron James got to do is drop a mixtape. If LeBron James dropped a mixtape, he done did everything, yo. I swear. This man done did everything. He's never in trouble. He's never in trouble. Whenever you heard LeBron James being in trouble, he's a family man, family orientated man. Keeps everything to the family. Images that he's a great father. There's nothing wrong with LeBron James, yo. When I look at LeBron James, I'm like, y'all want to be just like LeBron James, yo. Of course, not the basketball player, but just with the business side. He even opened up the business side of basketball, and not just basketball, business period. That, yo, you can make more than one move, yo. You not just one thing. You don't just gotta stay in one lane, yo. Life is open up, and he can give back to his people. You feel me saying? Yo, I am a LeBron James fan. He ain't gotta be out. He ain't gotta be doing all this. He can just be in the comfort of his home with his family, go do what he love, make millions of dollars, and enjoy life. Sometimes we hate on people because we can't do it, or we can't fathom the thought of us doing it. So naturally, we just hate. It's just a natural thing. Hating is natural. Even if you hate a little bit and don't show it, it's natural. It's just your mind don't have the ability to think on that level. That's what you're really hating on. You're not really hating on the person. You're hating on that your mind can't fathom your life being like that. So you hate a little bit. It's okay. We all have done it. We all have done it. It's okay. But back to Space Jam 2, yo. I love the movie. I love the movie. It was fun watching. It was a little emotional at times. My cancer ass crying and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But there was a lot of great life lessons in that movie. And that's why I'm like, overall, as an adult watching that, it was just great to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because even it's made for the kids, but the adult, if you're watching it with that eye, you know what I'm saying, you can see the message for you that you can learn too. You know what I'm saying? And the first message that I learned in Space Jam 2 is from my parents. You feel what I'm saying? It's basically, we need to let our kids be them. They are who they are. Yes, they are a part of us. Yes, you want to help guide them to, the best way that you feel like you can do. But you got to do that by allowing them to be who they are. First and foremost, they not living in the same world that what we grew up in. We grew up in, talking about the people who's in my age range, we grew up in the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of things that what we did in the 90s, or how we had to survive in the 90s, or how we had to move in this world in the 90s, our kids don't have to move like that. We can give them the fundamentals of life, but we can't not still allow them to be who they are. That's how they're going to be the best version of them, by us allowing them to be exactly who they are. And that's something I took from it. You feel what I'm saying? And seeing the different things that I even did with my son, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, I want to go correct that even with him and my future kids when I have them. You know what I'm saying? That always let them be who they are. You got to go through what you got to go through so they don't got to go through that. That was your journey. I guess that's going back to what the lady was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? That's your journey. Don't have to be their journey. You feel what I'm saying? If that so happens to be their journey, then you can talk to them how you got through it. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't say, oh, this is the key of life, that. Because if you gonna look up, they're gonna be just like you. And if you really, some of us, not all of us, but if you really look at yourself, do you want your kid to be like you? Fellas, do you want your son to, if your son was your age right now, he is who you are right now, would you be okay if how he turned out, you about to die on your deathbed and your son is at your deathbed and he's just like you? Looking to him leaving this world, would you be okay? If your daughter come to you with a dude that's just like you right now, would you be okay with him marrying her? Vice versa, ladies. You feel what I'm saying? If your daughter go to be just like how you are right now, would you be okay? Your son bring a woman who's just like you, would you be okay? You feel me saying? So your kids is you, but you don't gotta guide them in that way. You feel me saying? You gotta make sure that you good and settled in your life and how you doing, and guide them in the best way you can from in the world that they in. But also gotta let them know that they gotta navigate in this world by being them. So it ain't gonna work no other way. You know what I'm saying? And the other life lesson that I got, I guess is really basically really simple, because we hear it all the time and it's like supposed to be a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got, I guess, be reminded or see it again, be recharged in that. But the first one is family over everything. Talking about the family that you was born into and the family that you create. Your family over everything. Family is everything. Family is everything. Family is everything. And it's my 30. I'm finally understanding that or realizing that. You know what I'm saying? The family that you was born in, you try to run from them because of the things that you've been through, the trauma that you've been through. But when the nitty gritty is the nitty gritty, yo, they gonna be there. And that's why I take the time all the time and thank my family, because my family had been there. You feel what I'm saying? The ups, the downs, the rounds, and all the more. The more I tried to run from the family, the more miserable I've been. See, when my homeboy's post was like, man, you gotta be grateful for when you get around family being recharged. And that's what it is, yo. They're your roots, man. Your family, your roots, yo. Good, bad, or with difference, man. Before you can move on and thrive in this world, you gotta heal the wounds with your family and try to thrive with your family however it is. If you gotta take breaks, take your breaks. But always love and be thankful for your family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got with that movie too, man. It's like family over everything. Family is everything. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Somebody was in my life and they always used to say that, you know what I'm saying? Let's make the best out of it. Let's make the best out of it. Let's make the best out of it. And I used to hate that all the time, hearing that, because most times when I heard that, let's make the best out of it, it's because we was lack of something. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't what we wanted. So it's like, well, here we are, make the best of it. But now it's like, that's my motto for life. Let's make the best out of it. If it's something good, let's make the best out of it. If it's not what we want, let's make the best out of it. It's just life. Let's make the best out of it. Whatever you do, let's just make the best out of it. Just make the best out of it. Enjoy the moment. We get caught up in the past, we get caught up in the future, and we forget what's life right here in our face. We forget that life is happening right in our face, then all the great moments that we're missing thinking about the past or the future. You feel me saying? Thinking about this or that, man. Sometimes it's wonderful moments right in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I really got out of the movie. You feel me saying? That's really what I got out of the movie. I think Space Jam was a wonderful movie. I think LeBron did a wonderful job. I think the whole team, everybody in the movie did a wonderful job. Don Chilada. Sorry, bro, if I'm saying your name wrong. You one funny motherfucker, yo. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dollar. You feel me saying? The Brow. Thompson. Shorty, I don't know her name, sorry. But everybody who was in that movie, man, that movie was just very entertaining. It was just very entertaining. I cried because I'm like, yo, how they gonna let Bugs die like that? But Bugs ain't die. Sorry, spoiler. He didn't die. I'm like, well, they can't let Bugs die. You feel what I'm saying? I was a little, you feel what I'm saying? But I love Space Jam 2. That was a wonderful movie. But my actual B-Day, like I said, it was the same day. And before the day came in, you know, the night before, I sat on the rooftop, rolled some blunts up, poured some wine up, and I really was doing a lot of reflecting a lot of reflecting on my life, especially my 20s. That's when I'm coming out of my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really going my high school days. That's what it was. It was really my 20s. And I went year by year and thought of the good. I thought of the bad. Thought of all the in between. Saw the mistakes that I made. Saw bad choices that I definitely made. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like a beat up session or a pity session. It was more of a recharge. Or aha, I get it. I understand now. You know what I'm saying? And when we have those moments of, oh, I understand now, we want to go ahead and rush back to the situation that we was in. And now understand this is a process. Even though you learn, don't mean you can get that situation right back. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna lie, that was a little frustrating. I was like, damn, I get it. I wish I could just jump back in and apply this and apply that and apply all this like that, but it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a life lesson. You live, you learn, you gotta make adjustments and do something other things differently. You know what I'm saying? And while I was on the rooftop, I was really thinking about my legacy. What do I want to be? How do I want to be remembered? And I know a lot of people are like, well, why are you thinking about death and why are you thinking about dying? It's not so much that I'm thinking about dying. You feel what I'm saying? Even a legacy, legacy to me, that wouldn't even be why you alive. I mean, we used to call, a living legend, and they still living. You feel what I'm saying? More so your popularity. But that is on my mind. I'm not saying I'm in any danger or I'm sick or anything, I'm about to die or anything, but that's on my mind. How am I going to be remembered? What mark am I going to leave on this earth? I think really so much in my 20s, I was really so focused on having kids. I want to have some kids. You feel what I'm saying? Because I wanted that to be one of the main things that I left on this earth was my kids. You feel what I'm saying? But what was I going to put into my kids? I think that's why I don't biologically have any kids right now, because I had nothing to put into my kids. But knowledge, wisdom, I'm going to put into my kids. My legacy is very heavy on my head. I guess even more so why I keep on doing this podcast. I really don't want to do a podcast. Podcast really wasn't something that I wanted to do. You feel me? Saying I wanted to do it with my friends and all that stuff like that, but it didn't work out. But I kept on going because I saw myself on camera. I put myself on YouTube. Anybody can look this up and see my face and hear my voice. So when I'm gone, I'm really laying a legacy. Also, other things. I'm taking this as an audition. I want to do other things in life. Do you have a resume? I did a show. You can look up on YouTube. So I take it serious in the production and how I bring the show right there. You know what I'm saying? But what am I going to leave on this earth? When people think about Antonio Ravenel, what's the first thing they're going to say? And right now, especially in my city, is just going to be, Ravenel player from Newtown, football player from Newtown. Been out of high school for over 10 years now. And that's my legacy right now, something from high school. I wasn't depressed turning 30. It might have looked like that. I wasn't depressed. I was more so motivated. I was more so recharged. Mind set on another direction. You know what I'm saying? Things coming more clear. Outside of feeling, I feel it too. My body feel it. I feel it. I ain't gonna lie. I do feel it. Can't just hop in the basketball game no more without stretching anything. I gotta plan to play basketball 3 days ahead. You feel what I'm saying? I feel it. I feel work. You know what I'm saying? Outside my body, but mentally, all of that is preparing myself for a family. Preparing myself for a life and a career that's going to impact this world. That's going to help and move and change people in this world. That was my drive turning 30. You know what I'm saying? But my birthday itself, it was good. It was good. You feel what I'm saying? I woke up from that morning, cleaned up a little bit. My sister came through, had a little cookout, had some, family and friends. My little sister was drunk as shit, but she had a wonderful time on my birthday. Shout out my little sister. But my one of my older sisters, she came. You know what I'm saying, went down to my brother's house and had a little cookout. A couple people showed up, little drinks, nothing too big. 10 people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want too much. Other than that, I was planning to spend it alone, just to spend it in the big, get some restaurant real. But you know what I'm saying, we just chilled out. And as we was chilling, I'm just, like I said, it looked like I was depressed, but I wasn't. But I was just thinking about, the importance of family. Both of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a family. I don't have my family that I wanted to create right now. I definitely was thinking about that. But I had my family that I was blessed into, even with the friends and all that. And so, you know what I'm saying? And that's going back to enjoying the moment and making the best out of it. Not spending it how you want to, but you have people who love you, who's here in front of you, who want to spend it with you. Enjoy this moment. Be thankful for this moment. But it also had me thinking like, yo, you know what you want. You know what you want. Prepare for it. You know you want the wife, the kids, and that all ordeal. You know what I'm saying? So prepare for it. Be thankful for what you got here now, but prepare for it. I missed my family. One, my family with me, but I had my family. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't prepared for a family. And that's what happens sometimes when you're not prepared. It gets taken from you. Or you just simply drop it yourself. So family definitely was on my mind. And yeah, family, like I said, both the one we created and the family that we were born into, yeah, they can get on our motherfucking nerves. They can do some unforeseeable shit. You feel what I'm saying? But they the foundation of who we are. They the roots of who we are. And you gotta love and nurture and water your roots to be what you need to be. It could be a very hard and nasty task, but that's something that you gotta do. Plain and simple, something you gotta do. And that's really what was on my mind, really my whole birthday, was my legacy, my family, and just growing myself in my business. You need your family. If you want your family around, have accomplishment, the first people that I want to celebrate with is with my family. Because they know. Life is a journey, and you gotta understand that shit. I'm understanding that shit. As we get older, we gotta embrace that shit. I remember growing up saying all these different things about 30. Well, I'm 30 now, and they said life just starts at 30. Now that I'm 30, I can understand that shit a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I wish I got it in my 20s, but I didn't. Okay, I'm in my 30s, but it's time to now, change and shift and evolve to something different and more better. In my 20s, man, can't never really remember my time that I took care of myself on my own 2 feet. I was either living on somebody, living with somebody, trying to do something together. It was never Antonio by itself. Thriving as a young man by itself, man, that is about to change. All that needs to and has to change. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain life lessons that you look back and you gotta reflect, man. You can't lie to yourself. You shouldn't lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself. You shouldn't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. That's how change happens. That's when change happens. That's when change happens. But We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Gonna get up out of here. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's late. I'm tired. I'm 30. Say nah. But for real, life hack. Life hack. Remember, your first 20 minutes. Your first 20 minutes is very, 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 very important, man. Very important. It sets the tone of your day. It sets the energy of your day. Get up, meditate how you want your day to go, how you want the energy to be, what you want different things to unfold and all that stuff like that. And I do believe our kids are our legacy. This is what we live behind. This is part of our life story. They're going to tell our life story, man. Nurture and love your kids. They are part of your legacy. Hey, get out the baby's back, yo. Get out that nigga dick, too. That's what I said. You heard I said it, man. He did right, man. He taught them kids a nice lesson, yo. Stop trying to get over. Stop trying to take shortcuts and get over and shit, man. Be up front, be real, and you can get more out of that. You feel what I'm saying? Don't expect it, but you prepare for it. But just be real all the time. That should be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And happy birthday to myself, man. I turned that 30. I don't know why they call it dirty, but it's time to get dirty. It's time to get dirty, you feel me saying? And always remember, man, you can acknowledge the past, you can prepare for the future, but always live in the moment. Always remember to live in the moment. It's okay to understand what happened in the past. Take ownership. Okay, that happened. That hurt. That felt like that. But leave it where it's at, in the past. Don't keep carrying the past on, because you're going to miss right what's in front of you and what you can prepare in the front of you. You feel me saying? And it's okay to prepare for the future. Yes, prepare for the future. Get some ducks in the life. Get some ducks in the line, but understand life can unfold in different ways. Don't miss what's happening right in front of you worrying about what's in front of you. I said that wrong. Well, way in front of you. What's happening now was worrying about what's happening in front of you. You feel me saying? Always remember to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. So acknowledge the past, prepare for the future, but always enjoy the motherfucking moment. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. This is the #1 show out here. I done got tired, I done got sleepy. It's time for me to go to motherfucking bed right here. But it's #1 talk show out there in the land. This I Can't Say The Production presents Irresponsibly Correct. And I'm your irresponsibly correct host, Tony O. I'm getting the fuck out of here, y'all. I'm going to sleep. I said it again. I'm out. Bye. Peace.